two very important factors for pre-workout is hydration, not just water. Before I even add the water or liquid, Himalayan salt, that's not enough. Not the crystals. I was trying to be impatient. Okay, so now that we got the minerals in there, let's add some more minerals with some carbs. Coconut water has a similar electrolyte panel as your blood does, so very, very healthy for anybody who's just trying to keep hydrated. Here's some of my sources of carbs. Half a cup of oats in there. I don't measure. That was a good handful of mangoes, handful of bananas. I usually do about 40 grams of protein, so that I will measure out. Very low fat for the pre-workout meal. I don't like to have a whole lot of fat right before or right after the workout, but higher carbs for sure. Supplements, I do the unflavored ones when I make a smoothie pre-workout, like creatine, 10 grams. I'm unlike most bodybuilders. I try to live somewhere in the middle of optimizing health and looking as cool as possible while doing so. So again, while I make my pre-workout, I don't really believe in dry scooping too much. So I'll put a little bit of water in there. First one is minerals. This is the third source of minerals. So Himalayan salt, coconut water, and more electrolytes because you cannot be too hydrated. You're sweating, you're talking.
Why didn't you say so?
You're going through your day, you lose so much minerals throughout the day you don't even realize it. A lot of the problems you're having throughout the day, random headaches, poor digestion, the list goes on, it stems from a lack of hydration, especially from lifters. Another thing, EAAs, not BCAAs. Whether or not EAAs actually are top notch or the bottom tier of your supplement cabinet, I have always used them and it's worked for me during my time, so I'm not saying you have to buy them or get them. I just always use them, but I do not recommend BCAAs. Always the full EAA spectrum if you're gonna use them. I'm not saying you have to though. Next is a pump product, because I don't really like a lot of caffeine, but I love the citrulline, the pump. I'll do 2 of these because today's leg day. Gotta get these puppies up. The citrulline, the arginine, and even more coconut water powder. Again, I cannot overdo the minerals. Since it's a little later on in the day, it's about 6 p.m. where I am. This one is caffeinated from green tea, so it's not that much. It's about 75 milligrams per scoop. We'll do about 1.5, whatever. And some more pump stuff, but the main pump is this. Just a little bit of water. So I don't want to be too bloated before the gym. 2 liquid sources, that's my meal. The main takeaway is right before the gym, the 2 hours or so right before, you want to focus on hydration and fuel. So that's a little bit of protein, good amount of carbs, hydration with the minerals, water, caffeine if you need it, but I try to keep that to a minimum. Pro tip, if your pre-workouts are a little too bitter, a little too sweet, or a little too off because of the artificial sweeteners, you can always add a dash of lemon juice and it helps to cut that. And it's good for you. All right, it's time to work on these skinny little legs. Get some freaking meat on these bones. It's there, we're working on it. But that's why we're at the gym.
Oh, stupid. That's the thing. People do that shit. It's disgusting. I know people do.
So I don't listen to anything but Kanye West now, so I'm basically gonna tune out everything. This is just gonna be a dynamic warm-up. So one thing I'm mad about, nobody has told me, including my cameraman, that I still got the tag on my shoe. What's the matter with y'all? It's not even a flex, this is Vans. Like, so my last bodybuilding show about 7 weeks ago, I was about 200. So let's see how much I've gained after that. All right, 6 weeks and I've only gained like around 5 pounds. After bodybuilding show, you can blow up. You can hold so much water if you eat too much. Please, if you are a competitor, just take your time gaining the weight back. It is so much healthier that way, and you won't mentally also hate yourself as much seeing your abs go away, because it is mentally tough. Like, I experienced that the first time I did a show, and I lost my abs within 3 days, and I got so bloated. I literally like almost cried because it was so bad. Like, so emotional health is real. Like, keep your mental in check just as much as your health. So the first workout is going to be the pendulum squats. If your gym has this machine, please use it. It is amazing for your legs, your quad development. It's one of my favorites, and John Meadows preached about it. I am a diehard John Meadows fan. Rest in peace. I always will be, and he always talks about the pendulum squat, so I make sure I do it in most of my leg days. Woo! All those the leg press. Somebody said the PR. Not the one in the purple. She ain't doing that.
No. She told me to take 2 off just to warm up.
Good. I've been traveling for about 2 weeks. This is my first real leg day back. It's rough. So no matter what your fitness levels are, when you take a little break, even from a break from intensity, it takes a while to get back used to it. Fellow YouTuber, Dave Hurt, what's your YouTube?
Find me at The Free Mind with Dave Hurt. It's my podcast. I am Dave Hurt on all social media.
I see him with his shirt off. You know where to go.
That's OnlyFans. This guy's amazing, inspiring, uplifting, positive. I love your stuff. You're one of the good ones, bro.
Appreciate you. Oh shit.
Dude, I'm sweaty everywhere.
I was trying to joke and I accidentally tasted it. See, he doesn't hate me. I still taste the motivation and hard work in my mouth, actually. Like, I can't believe I did that for real. Wait, if I'm covering up it, yeah, that's better. That's more accurate. So I'm not one of those people who believe in the pre-exhaust. I like to get my heavier set done first, then do the smaller accessories. The more energy expenditure needs to be spent on the compound movements, not on little things like this. Because even if I'm dead on energy, I can still bust out some leg extensions. What I like to do here, pause reps and single negatives. So explode, pause, and then come down slow on the single, because you're always stronger coming down than you are on the explosion. So you can top load a single leg coming back more than you can top load it going forward. I can do it, but not with proper form.
Burnout at the end.
I go till technique failure. So not complete failure every time, but technique failure. Here's another variation for you. Get 10 reps out, a little pause. Once you get that pause, go down halfway. Intentional partials is what I like to call them. I'll go exactly halfway with a pause, come up, do about 10 there. Almost like 21s with the bicep curl when you're in high school or college, just starting off. And then you pause in the middle, then you go up, barely tap the ground, like that. You're going halfway and pausing. So you're in constant tension. And then, as many as you can. Partial burnouts. I'm making up names at this point, I hope it's right. So for the hamstrings, I love an eccentric load. So I'll bring it up with both feet, squeeze, and then bring it down slowly on the eccentric with just one foot. So every time I take a break or a mild off time from the gym, I always come back on a leg day hard, but just to get back used to it. But this is real. No matter how seasoned you are, if you're pushing hard, it will break you. You should never be fully prepared for your workout anyway. But yeah, this is I'm actually a little nauseous. We gotta work. We gotta push them through the motions. Influencer or a gym goer, right? Two things. You gotta have a backup set of headphones and extra battery. Oh, that's not a battery pack. And extra battery packs for your life. 2%. Oh, you can't. It was 2. Would you believe me? That is it. The takeaway from this video on a serious note, no matter how far you are in your fitness journey, when you take a break, it is gonna be hard to come back. But the point is you just come back. Have some fun with it. You don't have to take it as seriously as everybody on social media presents it to be. You can have some fun with your friends, you can talk a little bit. And when it's time to get down to business, get down to business. I only did 4 workouts. A lot of my sets were to failure, but that was all I had today because I had still been dieting a little bit for all the travel that I was doing. So I was a little low energy, but just not being completely active in the gym, you're not gonna be at your peak. Wanna be in my YouTube video? That's my sister. Do we look like we could be related?
You can just do your content and I'll just be like carrying her.
She went viral on my Facebook for carrying me up like that. She squatted. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, all the YouTube things, and just remember to respect yourself.